Hello, my name is Mr. Mobility, and this is the first in a series of videos in which I will be sharing practical tips for just about anybody who wants to take great photographs with their smartphones. A number of small business owners have spoken with me over the years and expressed the sentiment that they wish they had a more expensive phone so that they could take pictures of their products or photos of themselves in the case of models. And I have had to correct that impression. To be honest, if you do not have the budget for a more expensive phone, the phone in your hands right now will do. I have reviewed mobile phones for the past 15 to 20 years, and in that period I have used only smartphones for all of my photography. I have not used a DSLR or any other more professional tool, to capture photographs for my reviews and for the other things I do. Why? As a smartphone connoisseur, one of the things I set out to do is to show how advanced today's mobile phones are. And if there is anything today's mobile phones are advanced at, it is at taking photographs. Modern smartphones have amazing cameras, and that includes budget phones, entry-level phones. So you do not need a smartphone that costs an arm and a leg or a kidney and a liver for you to be able to take good product photographs. As a matter of fact, in all the years that I have reviewed phones, sometimes I have handed over a very expensive smartphone that has a highly capable camera over to someone and asked them to play around with the camera, and they took absolutely horrible pictures with expensive smartphones. And I have had individuals who knew what they were doing, and they have produced fantastic photographs and videos with the most basic of smartphones. So it does not matter whether what you have in your hands right now costs 50,000 naira or 80 or 100 or 150. No, it doesn't matter. You can take fantastic photographs of your products and of yourself for sharing on social media, to attract your customers, to attract your clientele. It all works. So this tutorial that I am taking, this series that I am taking, is for anybody, and I mean anybody who wants to improve their photography skills with their smartphones. Oh, perhaps you don't even own a business, perhaps you're not a model, perhaps you don't need this for any commercial purpose. You just want to be able to take better selfies of yourself. Why not? This course is for you as well. The course is free. Learn it. And once you've learned it, you can glam up all you want and wow your friends and your well-wishers as much as you like. So, I hope we're clear about that. Having a more expensive, more capable camera phone will help. It gives you an edge, but it is not the most important factor in taking great photographs. The most important factor is you, the person behind the camera. And if you can get it right, you can take much better pictures of your products for sharing on social media. You can take much better pictures of yourself for sharing on social media and for getting ahead in life. I have a firm belief, a principle that I run by. Look, you use what you have in your hands right now to move forward. One day you will have a more capable smartphone camera. But then, when you have that, I hope you will be able to use it well. The whole idea behind this course is to make sure that you're already good with the most basic of smartphones, so that in future, when you do get a more capable camera phone in your hands, you can do much more wonderful things. So are we agreed on that? Whatever phone you have in your hand right now is good enough to get started with and to produce really good photographs, okay? So the first thing I'm going to say to you is that there are three things you need to bear in mind that are important when it comes to taking photographs. Lighting is important. Most of your problems will be caused by lighting, whether adequate lighting wrong positioning, inadequate lighting, you know, wrong colors. Lighting is everything. Okay, I have seen people take selfies back in the sun, and then they wonder why there's a light shining on their head, and you know, people can't see your face, but they are seeing the light behind you or beside you. Well, you got the lighting wrong. As a rule, the rules can be broken for other purposes, for other situations, but as a rule, the light should be in front of you. The light should shine towards the object that you're taking a picture of. I'm sitting in front of a camera right now. The light is in front of me. If I were to set up lights here, I could use it in a way to create an effect of mystery, of suspense, you know, and you're wondering who is sitting down there, why is he sitting in the darkness. I could do that. I could break the rules, right? The general rules to achieve that. But you want to take pictures of your product, you want people to see that product. You want to take photos of yourself as a model, or you want to take a selfie of yourself for sharing, and you want people to see you. The only place the light should be is in front of you. Please don't play around with lights, you know, behind you. Stand facing the sun. Stand facing the light fixtures in the room that you are. Stand facing, you know, the tripod light, the ring light. Okay, that's the number one. Lighting is important. Once the light is not directly on what you want to capture, you're going to lose out. This is so basic, don't ever forget it. If you want to take a picture outside in the open and the sun is up, the first thing you should do is look up and see what direction the sun is shining from. If it's shining from that direction, right, from this direction, then you want to face that direction and take your picture. If it's shining from that direction, you want to face that direction and take your picture. If it's shining from behind, then please do a U-turn, turn around, face that way, and let the cameraman capture you. Okay? If you're in a room and there are lights, you don't want any lights behind you. You want the light shining on you and going behind. Okay? So that's very important. If you get that basic, you have solved perhaps 30 to 45% of problems you will ever have with photographs. Okay, so lighting. We will talk about other aspects of lighting later. Sometimes the light is too bright, so you need to dim it. Sometimes it's too dim, you need to increase the glare. We'll come to all of those later. This is just an introduction. Okay. The other thing is angle. Angles are important. Perspectives. Some of the finest photographs you have seen, they're simply the product of the photographer understanding angles. Have you ever seen a photographer at an event? He bends down and comes down, you know, to snap, and you're wondering, uncle, you want to get under the table. You don't have to get your trousers dirty to take good pictures. It's about the angles. The photographer wants to capture that person or that scene or that article at an angle that passes across a message, or at an angle that is unusual. Because, look, all of us are used to seeing ourselves like this, straight. So a photographer comes, picks it from a lower angle. He catches something you're not used to seeing about that person. Right? He takes it from a particular angle. He captures something you're not used to seeing. Right? So, play around with angles. Right? You set your product up and then take it from it. Don't just, not every time. Sometimes move close, take it from the side, take it from the side. Okay? All right? We'll go into more details later. I'll show you some of the stuff I've created, and I hope that helps. Okay, so another point is the setup of the item itself. You need to play around we call it composition, right? How do you place it? If you want to shoot a product, do you place it flat? Do you place it at an angle? Do you make it stand? Do you put it face down? Those are different considerations that you have to make. And sometimes you need to try all of them and then see which one comes out the best, right? So composition is important. Do you place it in front of a potted plant? In choosing where to record this video, I tried several spots in this room, and this looks, I like this the best, right? I like it because there's something defining, there's something defining in my background here, okay? I didn't want it too cluttered, but I also didn't want it bare. I wanted something that looked artistic, that looked like some form of art, okay? And I got this. So you have to look around, you have to try different locations, put your product beside a flower pot, take a picture. Put it beside a hibiscus plant, take a picture. Put it behind a rose, take a picture. Put it on cobblestones, take a picture. Set it up with a book beside it or a set of bracelets. If you're selling fashion items, right, arrange different types of that same item in different ways and then take all of those pictures and then go through them to pick the best. And this leads me to the last tip I'm going to give you in this particular video. I'll give you other tips later. The law of engagement, the law of what's the word? Okay, so let's not talk about laws. Pretty much what I want to say is this: take as many photos as possible for each shot that you want. In other words, if we want to put a pair of shoes up for sale, right? Take 10, 20, 25 shots of that pair of shoes in different positions, in different locations, use different angles, use different lightings. You keep playing with all the factors that I have mentioned: light, angle, perspective, composition. Take as many as possible. Why? Because that increases your chances of finding an outstanding one. It's like when you're told that you miss all the shots you don't take, okay? Well, the more shots you take, the greater your chances of a home run. The more photographs of an item you take from different angles, with different lightings, with different compositions, the more your chances of coming up with one that stands out. Do you get it? Don't take one selfie of yourself and then go away. Right? That's not how to do it. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Put on the light. Take this. Make the light flash. Take this. Switch to portrait. Take this. Smile. Take this. Frown. Take this. Put a straight face like, Bado, tough guy. Take this. Flash your 32. Take this. Just take as many. Then when you're done, you're going to sit down and scroll through all of them and pick the ones you like. Oh, well, you can start by eliminating the ones you don't like. I think that's easier. Just, I don't like this one, delete. I don't like this one, delete. My head is oblong here, delete. I don't like how my eyes are, like, delete. I look like I was sleeping in that one, delete. Okay, so you delete all the ones you don't like. Now, you sit down with what's left and pick the ones that are really outstanding. And from those ones, you can narrow down to the few that you want to use. This is a very, very effective way of arriving at fantastic photographs of your products, of yourself, of your family and friends, of whatever, whatever it is you want to capture. These principles that I have given you will help you. Every photographer understands this principle. They may use the more technical terms, it doesn't matter, but this is it. If you understand these basics, you are well on your way to taking good pictures. I said that was the last thing, I just remembered. Please, Ejo, be cool, always clean. Your camera lens, if it's a selfie, clean. Buy a soft cloth, similar to the ones you use for wiping your reading prescribed glasses. Have a set of soft cloth for cleaning the lenses of your phones before taking product pictures or any pictures you want to use for commercial purposes or any personal selfies that you want to put out there. Why? Every time you hold your phone, your hand somehow touches that lens. When you hold this to your head, oil from your ear, from your face, one of the things people don't know is how dirty their phones are over time. As a matter of fact, in addition to cleaning the lenses of your phone, I'll also say that clean your smartphone every other day or at least once a week with a wet wipe, or with a soft cloth, moisturized with sanitizer or something of the sort. Don't pour liquid on your phone. Squeeze it, pour the cleaner on it, squeeze it well, wipe every part of your phone to keep it clean. Okay, but back to photography now. Please, 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 please. Some people are guilty of this. I hope some of these people are watching this video. They never clean their lenses when taking their pictures, and those pictures come out crappy all the time. All the time. All the time. In fact, if you will clean your lenses, you will see how much better some of your photographs just look without practicing any of the other tips that I have provided here in this video. Okay? Please clean. Wipe it. Soft cloth, it has to be soft cloth. Don't use something rough. Soft cloth. Clean the lenses. Clean the lenses. Take your photographs. You're on your way to becoming a pro. Thank you. This is the very first in the series of videos in which I am sharing tips on how to take better photographs with your smartphone camera. And it doesn't matter whether that smartphone costs 150,000 like this one I'm holding, or costs 400,000 like the one that is being used to record this video. It really doesn't matter. You can achieve great photographs and great videos if you know what you're doing. I wish you all the best in your business. Keep pushing. I know things are hard, but you can break through those ceilings. All the best.